Hello, it's Miriam from Tantrum Terrascopes here at Blind Forest Books in Sackville, New Brunswick. And today I'm doing a pick-a-pile reading, to get in touch with this energy on the other side of the full moon in Pisces. So there'll be 3 piles. You can choose based on the crystal. Pile 1 will be clear quartz, great for clarity. Pile 2 will be amethyst, which is great for maintaining a meditative frame of mind and higher self connection. And pile 3 will be black tourmaline, which is a great stone for grounding and protection and healing of your personal energy. So I'm going to start with the shadow cards. These are for everybody, and they represent the energy bringing us to the reading. So we start with Pisces. Yeah, I was just talking about the full moon in Pisces that occurred last night. We're all basically, our third eyes are wide open. We're receiving so much intuitively, and it is kicking us into creative action in some way. So our next shadow card is sunrise and sunset, new doorways reversed. So where you're feeling very creative and intuitive is with something that's already been started. And actually, our tarot shadow card is this chariot reversed. So you have committed to sticking with something. You've made the decision not to go somewhere. It could be that you're still feeling kind of stalled, but you're ready to work with the circumstances that you have been presented with. So our final shadow card is apple blossoms, choices, knowledge, and illumination. So yeah, you have made a choice because something was illuminated to you, and it's really helping you see that what's been growing is kind of worth waiting for. So white are the flowers of the apple tree that brings us fruits of fertility. So we're ready to get creative. We're really ready to see this cycle through. What is waiting for us at the end of it feels like it's worth the wait. Amazing. So pile 1, clear quartz. Yay. Let's look at what's going on with you. So the first oracle card is Cancer. So this is the sign of the home, of nurturing, of mother energy, but also of protecting your heart. So we've got 2 cards from the Nature Speak Oracle. Nature Speak Oracle. We have Walnut Transition and Initiation reversed. So that really resonates with that new doorways reversed as well. So yeah, you're not new at what you are nurturing. And yeah, summer, bring to fruition. So yeah, this is something you've already started, that you've been working on for a while, and you're just ready to, keep seeing it through to completion. Amazing. So your oracle card from Botanical Inspirations is Tulip, Friendship, and Gratitude. And your tarot card is the 7 of Wands. And we've got some very harmonious sort of reds and oranges here, and yellows. So basically, you've been nurturing something for a long time, and it's really time for you to keep at it with an energy of sort of joy, of friendliness in where it comes to sharing your vision. And just sheer gratitude. Be so happy that this came into your life because it's something that you're really ready to stick with no matter what anyone says. So you can know that, you've chosen to stick with this because it is completely aligned with your passion. And honestly, at this point, nobody can stop you, and you're receiving a ton of support for the beautiful sort of loving energy that you've been bringing to this endeavor. Yay. Wow. So pile 2, Amethyst. Now, the cards were really talkative for our Amethyst pile people. So if you are one of the Amethyst pile people and you feel like you've really been going through it, here's the message for you. So we start with Sagittarius. So there's been a lot of fiery energy building up in your life, but you can kind of see that as like the tension of an arrow getting ready to be shot. Wow. So we have Lily, time of new birth reversed. So aligned with that shadow card of new doorways reversed. You're aware that you are in the middle of this process. This is not a time for new beginnings. You are sticking with something. And you've really been pushing through and needing to maintain kind of a spiritual perspective because you're fully aware that you're still like very much in the middle of this cycle. So we had 2 cards come out of Botanical Inspirations together. We have False Indigo, Immersion and Intuition, and Snapdragon, Graciousness and Benevolence. So we've got some interesting color story going on here. Your intuition has been coming through and telling you to sort of stay calm, but your Snapdragon side has been tussling with that. So it's felt like a really big sort of push-pull, hard to find middle ground sort of thing. So the quotation for Snapdragon is, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So if you've been feeling like you've been too reactive in your personal life, know that like every moment is a choice. Every moment you can choose to flip the script on yourself and respond to something in a different way. And it's such a long, hard process. I'm probably a pile 2 person myself. But yeah, so the quotation from False Indigo is, when you reach the end of what you should know, you'll be at the beginning of what you should sense. So yeah, you're really ready to give yourself over to a totally new approach. You're ready to throw out everything you thought you knew about how you've been approaching this situation in your life. And that is going to lead to an important breakthrough where it comes to that arrow kind of meeting its mark. And so your main tarot card, I say that because, yeah, again, the decks were really vocal for pile 2, is the moon. So how appropriate, we've just come through the full moon in Pisces. And so a lot has probably been illuminated to you like via your intuition. The traditional moon card usually has 2 dogs, one a wild sort of wolf and one a more tame domestic dog. And between them, this lobster is coming up. So the lobster represents the creepy crawlies of your subconscious. So a lot has been coming up for you to notice, but that's really helping you strengthen your sense of loyalty to yourself and your long-term dream. So you've been having to navigate your way through the darkness for a long time, but really the dawn is much closer than it feels like. You really are approaching the gateway moment that really does represent your Sagittarius arrow flying and meeting its mark. Because, yeah, the deck gave you pile 2ers, a whole extra little 3-card reading. So what you've come through that's led you to this moon moment of having to learn to see in a different light and finding your way through the darkness, it started with a Tower reversed moment. So something you kind of hoped would really end did not. And that's what's kind of forced you to really notice addictive patterns in your life. It's forced you to be fully immersed in what was not working for you. And that felt like a lot. So that brought you to this sort of 8 of Wands moment that the full moon kind of represented, where it's like this sudden change, where you make a decision in 1 second to turn from Snapdragon energy to more intuitive False Indigo energy. So yeah, you've come through a rapid change. The 8 of Wands is the energy of Mercury in Sagittarius. So a really quick shift of your mind in a totally new direction where it comes to how you're making use of your energy. And so what that's bringing you towards is temperance. So if you have just recently or have been working on letting go of the sort of aforementioned addiction, temperance can actually be a card of like moderation, of choosing to stop like maybe drinking alcohol or quitting smoking, or even just something like cutting back on caffeine, or a much bigger thing like choosing to choose the path of love, so you shuck out all anger or something like that. But one way or another, the really snap decision that you just made about how you're using your energy is leading you to so much balance, such greater calm, much strengthened connection with your sense of creativity. But also, temperance is the card of Sagittarius energy. So ultimately, pile 2, you haven't been going through all this for nothing. This is showing you exactly what you need to see to realize what a calm and balanced life looks like for you. And yeah, time of new birth reversed really affirms that you're already in the process that will result in you being and feeling reborn in these sort of greener pastures, and totally rewarded by the universe for sticking with it when things felt so dark. Wow. a lot for our pile 2s. And so now pile 3, black tourmaline. Let's see what we've got. So we start with the sun. So truly, the sun is coming up on your life. You've realized what joy and happiness mean to you. And yeah, you've really learned what they don't mean as well. So desert, resilience, and strength. You can really use some recharging of your personal batteries at the moment. But yeah, it is the end of the summer, but it's not like total dark times yet. So there's still lots of time to find that uplifting energy that you need. So we've got hydrangea, thankfulness for understanding. So yeah, you have realized that there are people in your life who really do support your happiness. You've probably also realized that there are people in your life who don't. And so yeah, you're really ready to break a major pattern. You realize that in some area of your life, you've been kind of beating a dead horse, and that's what's really been kind of robbing you of your strength and making you feel so kind of dried up energetically. But you are at the end of that cycle. You're seeing what you're doing for what it is, and you're ready to stop that action, stand up, turn around, and face this bright new horizon in the distance. So soon enough, you'll be back in Ace of Swords mode. And yeah, before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. So you are really doing a lot of important work in understanding the roots of what's been draining you. You're being forgiving of yourself and others. And that is really what is going to allow the sun to come up on your situation. So stay focused on your goals and ambitions and the things that sort of fill you with excitement for what's next. And yeah, just keep focusing on breaking this pattern because you're fully aware of what it is at this point. And yeah, your intuition is delivering you all kinds of important messages for how you can reground your mind and yeah, turn your focus to a fresher energy and better use of your thoughts and actions. Totally. So on to the higher self cards. So this is the message of hope moving forward for everyone. Let's see, what are we all moving towards? Mercury. So yeah, we are all approaching an important mental shift that is going to help us lock in our plans for the future and the ways that we're communicating those into reality. Beautiful. So next we've got garden, time for nurturing. So yeah, keep nurturing your patterns because you really are approaching an important breakthrough. We have some really wild astrology coming up, but that definitely supports breakthroughs like that. So yeah, keep your eyes on the skies because yeah, a lot is going to be happening between now and the end of the year. So our next higher self card is Primrose, youthful love. So a common thread through our readings lately has been listening to your inner child, listening to what your heart wants. And yeah, if I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. So keep following the signs, keep following where your mind goes when you're sort of daydreaming about the life that you want to be living. Because even though you may be feeling stalled and stuck still at the moment, important shifts really are happening. And so our final higher self card is the King of Swords. So this is the energy of being in control of your patterns of thought and action. That's what we were just talking about. So almost everybody, all of these piles have been really pushing through and trying to shift a particular pattern. But this really affirms that one way or another, the transformation is underway. You really are ready to close a door on the past, shift towards the future, and you're also willing to put in the work that will get you from the act of closing that door to really turning around and facing the future. Whoa. So you're about to cut down sort of the final veil that kind of launches you into the next phase of the cycle. And for now, you're exactly where you need to be. You're doing such important processing work, making all the realizations that you need to be downloading under this full moon in Pisces energy. And you're doing great. Yay. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, remember to subscribe. You can like the video, you can leave a comment if it resonated, even share it if you think other people would like it. If you're interested in a private reading with me, you can book via my Etsy. The link will be below. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, where I post daily about card readings and my spiritual journey. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, keep your hearts open, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.